Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I last posted a video. I think the last time I posted on here was maybe a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. And the last thing I actually posted was the beginning of a Let's Play. But around the time that I had stopped posting videos, I think I might have been on maybe my 4th or 5th post for my Let's Play. And I ended up having to stop because something happened with my game and I lost a lot of files that I couldn't recover. So at that point I was like, oh my gosh, is this a sign that I should just be stopping? Like, should I just quit while I'm ahead? Or maybe I should just wait until I figure out where all my files are and then start posting again. But during that time, I was like, well, if I go back and try and post another video, I'm not going to be able to recover a lot of the files that I lost to begin with, which would have stopped the Let's Play that I had started anyway. But what I decided was, okay, since I can't go back and complete the Let's Play that I had been working on, why don't I just do a little brainstorm and see what I want to do next? Because I feel like I spent a lot of time prepping and preparing for that particular Let's Play, and then I lost so much of it that I really didn't want to go through even trying to recreate what I had just created, because I realized a couple of things. One, there's no way that I would be spot on with recreating a lot of the things that I had already created the first time. And then the other was that I wasn't sure, like, I think my inspiration for kinds of stories that I wanted to tell at that time was really low, and I was just going through a lot on my end. So since then, I had decided to just take a step back and then not to force it, because this channel was intended to be like a happy place for me and a little peaceful bubble. So I never wanted to put too much like stress or thought into it if it wasn't going to bring me peace. And at that moment, when I lost a lot of my files, I really wasn't sure if I wanted to go through all of that again just to lose my files again, because how I lost them, I wasn't really sure how it happened. So I was like, well, what if this happens again? Fast forward to now, I finally decided that I wanted to, well, first of all, let me back up. I got some inspiration. So I actually have a lot of different Let's Play storyline ideas that I want to try out on this channel. But before I even start diving back into Let's Plays, I had gotten inspiration to start a whole brand new save file and just like building one up from scratch. So with this save file, my inspiration behind this was newly built houses. So if you've ever been driving through different neighborhoods and you just see like how there's a builder that comes through and has like 8 different builds, like 8 different types of houses that you can choose from in a community. Well, I had kind of the same idea with the save file. So I started in Willow Creek, and this is Foundry Cove that I began with, and kind of going with the idea that, you know how The Sims does like starter houses. These houses that I'm working on in Foundry Cove, they are going to be like the starter houses, but we're pretending that it's through one particular builder. And I know you've been watching this video so far, seeing what I'm building, but just to give you some background information, I found this builder, or I should say the plans and photos connected to this builder, that someone on Reddit said would be good to base your build models off of if you're like playing Sims. So I was like, oh, let me see what they have and see if I can build any of these houses. I looked for something simple like a ranch style house plan that was compact, has 2 bedrooms, 1 car garage, etc. So I'm like, all right, let's try this one, because that sounds like a starter house to me. And as you can see while I'm building this out, it's not necessarily one-to-one. So at the very end, when I show you the pictures to compare, you'll be able to see that everything wasn't one-to-one. So like, given the amount of furniture and build options that we have in The Sims, plus the CC that I've downloaded, those 2 things together is what allowed me me to decor this house and build it as such. So obviously if I had like the same exact kind of furniture, decor, and then build items as the real house itself, you would see that it would look a whole lot more like the actual house that I was trying to build. Guys, I did my best with what I had, and I think for my first time building, this was actually really good. And I'm not even just tooting my own horn because I'm really not a good builder. So the fact that I was able to even accomplish this makes me feel really good about myself. So this first build is on Foundry Cove. It's probably going to be considered one of the first starter homes. Like I said, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and then it actually has a semi-finished basement. So on the blueprint plans that I was comparing my build to, it does have a basement laid out. But with the rooms that you see in this video, those are the only rooms that they showed photos for, and I really kind of didn't realize that until I was about halfway building this build. So like I said, I was comparing the blueprints. I was looking at the blueprint to figure out how to even build this house, and that's how I was able to mark down where the walls were going and the windows and the doors and stuff. Plus your girl took a little architecture class back in 7th grade. But no, I digress. Anyways, the size measurements and everything, like, I'm not gonna lie, I had a hard time trying to figure out what sizing of the rooms, the perimeter of the house, everything in general, what the sizing would really calculate down to based on the real measurements of the house. And it was just too much math for me at the moment. So I was like, I'm just gonna stick to eyeballing how big this house has to be. And I know that the video is in high speed, so you might not be able to tell, but in the very beginning when I started building this house, I was having such a hard time figuring out how I was going to fit stuff inside of it based on how many squares certain furniture pieces and doors and windows take up. So this one was a little difficult, I'm not gonna lie, but overall I think, like I said, I think I did a great job. So hopefully you enjoyed this first video. It was kind of short, I know, but I do promise I'm coming back with more, and I hope you like this first build I created. Thanks for watching.